Good morning. I've had an awesome day. Great hosts at this little place, the Minpaku Yorozuya. It's been awesome. I'm finishing up packing. We'll be checking out here in a minute, and we'll be on our way soon. On the road. Oh, that was a perfect stay. Highly recommended if you find yourself in the town of Hokuei. Well, next stop just around the corner. We'll see what this town is famous for in the current modern era. So this little town is the hometown of the famous manga artist Gosho Aoyama. He created Detective Conan, and there's a lot of Detective Conan themed things around here. Little museum. I think some of the buildings are modeled after things from the manga series. I think it started in the 90s and is basically continuing on through today. Conan's house. Very famous series. I think probably everyone in Japan has heard of it. And this is where the original artist was born. There's a lot of museum things around here. It's all kind of currently closed. Original artworks and signed pieces and things. But the town is very proud of their hometown hero. I am unfamiliar with the series in general. I've heard of it, but I haven't read any of it. But if you're a huge Conan fan, this is kind of one of those places you have to visit. I like this statue representation. This is the nicest one. Today we're continuing east along the coast. Going to get to a small town of Hamamura, where I think I have a hotel booked. We'll find out when we get there. Well, these look like millstones. And it's always nice when I can just follow the back streets that parallel the main route. A lot less traffic out here. And the scenery's cooler, seeing the old houses and such. Beautiful clear morning for Mount Daisen. Making our way under the expressway. I think this is Route 313. Our back road is coming to an end. Merging on to Route 320. Crossing the Tenjin River. We're coming into the town of Yurihama. After crossing the bridge here, we'll be making a left and getting back up right on the coast. This is a big construction project. They're building a whole new bridge over the river. We're almost to a beach where we can get some ocean views. This is Hawaii Beach. I think it's time to take a sit-down break and have second breakfast. Looks like just a few people here out fishing. This is definitely a beautiful little spot. Nice views of the Japan Sea. Trying to find a spot that's a little shaded. There's a parking lot rest area with bathrooms and stuff just up here off my right. I may go up in here somewhere for a shady spot to sit down for a bit. Well, that was a great place to just chill, listen to the sounds of the waves, enjoy a bite to eat. Now we're back on the road. Here's Uno Beach. This next area is Utani Beach. Just finished passing through a little port town called Tomari, which basically means like an overnight stay, which makes me wonder, 1,000 years ago or so, fishermen or whatever would just stop into here as a little overnight rest stop maybe, and the name stuck for the town. There's little things to wonder about how towns get their names. And there's dinosaurs here. Past 11. I'm thinking about lunch. I'm not too hungry just now, but there's really nothing in this area. Options are kind of limited. I don't think there's going to be anything for a little while. I might be having a late lunch today. Looks like a lumber yard. Getting some beautiful ocean views today. There's just looking back the way we came up. It's about 12:30 and I'm hungry and there are no food restaurants in sight. I think there's a Lawson coming up. So I think I'm going to load up there and that's going to be lunch, probably dinner, I don't know. The Detective Conan train has just arrived at Aoya Station. There's the Lawson. I'm going to load up with a bunch of stuff. Better to have too much food than too little. Done with lunch. Some places have a little eat-in counter, which is nice. I can just sit right there and enjoy my food in some air conditioning. It's a little warm outside, bright and sunny. But it looks like the road up ahead disappears into a tunnel, which is always fun. And I think we continue with the sidewalk all the way through, so I think we'll be okay. But we only got about 5.5 kilometers left to get to our hotel. 1,212 meters. Great. Coming into the town of Hamamura. This is where the hotel is. Up ahead here somewhere. Almost there. And here we are. This place is cool. The word Onsen is in the title of the hotel. I think it was something like Hamamura Onsen something. I forget. But old school with a tatami and a futon. Here's the room. So I'm going to get cleaned up and then maybe jump down to the bath. It's just a toilet in that one. And shared with the neighboring room maybe. So all the shower and bath facilities are all down. Cool. Well, fresh out the bath, that was awesome. Perfect temperature, like hot but not extreme. I was the only one in there, and it was the first bath I'd seen where the guys and the girls' sides of the bath was actually in the same room, and there was just like this 10-foot high dividing wall between the two sides. So if the guys and girls were in there at the same time, you could all talk to each other, which was kind of weird maybe, but nobody else was in there. Nobody else on the girl side, nobody else on the guy side, so that was fine. I think that's it for today. I'm gonna get settled in and go to bed early. We've got our breakfast here at the hotel in the morning and kicking it off for another day. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the morning. Good morning. Had a great night's sleep last night. We'll be getting a little bit of a late start out because we're getting the hotel breakfast here. And I was thinking about the highest point on the trail I've done so far, and how I was thinking it was Mount Misen on Miyajima, and I switched all my maps and apps over to meters instead of feet, and I was like, there's no way Mount Misen was higher than where we were at on Mount Daisen. So sure enough, the map I was looking at was in feet at 1,755 feet for Mount Misen. So we were definitely higher on Mount Daisen for 800 and something meters. Anyway, breakfast first. On our way. You can tell that hotel had been there for a while. Stains on the carpet and such. Doors were all kind of rickety. But breakfast was amazing. The bath was just fine. And today, we got a big attraction on the way. We're hitting the town of Tottori, and the Tottori sand dunes is right there along the coast. So we'll get to check out some cool sand dune features today. A little busy on Route 9 this morning. We'll be turning off of this one shortly though. This is definitely way better than walking along the busy roads. But I think we will be along busy roads for most of the day, though. Well, that's the end of that little back road. Getting back onto Route 9. I think that kept us from going through a couple of tunnels though, so that's good. Hakuto Tunnel, 145 meters. Well, there's a Michi no Eki here, the White Rabbit. This was not on my radar. It's still like, I don't know, 9 o'clock maybe, so nothing's really open. I don't think I need to stop in for anything. But we're right near a beach. We might cross the bridge to get some beach views here. We'll do that at least. We're doing a little repair work. This is Hakuto Beach. Well, there's a Family Mart up ahead. I think I'll just drop in for a bathroom break. I don't need anything else right now. Well, I ended up stopping in for a snack anyway. I had a milk tea and some of the Onpan red bean paste buns. They're really, really good. But we're back at it. I think we got about 12 kilometers or so till we get to play in some sand dunes. The Airport Hotel. We are right next to the Tottori Airport. It's just to the left. I don't really have a view of it. And this is the Hotel Sophia. That hotel is giving me Love Hotel vibes. You can kind of tell. They've got a certain way about them. Something about the name, something about the shape of the building. You can just kind of tell. I've totally got to stay in one on this trip so I can show you guys what they're all about. Yeah, I guess passing by the airport hotel. This one's a Love Hotel too. We got hourly rates. Overnight stay, 6,000. It's still not too bad. We're in the town of Tottori. Most of our view is blocked off by this divider. There's a notch in the trees in that hilltop across the way. I'm just wondering what that is. Looks like it says 5 kilometers to the Tottori sand dunes. Crossing the Sendai River. We're getting pretty close to the sand dunes. Passed through the Saku Tunnel, 224 meters. Not too bad. Well, I'm at the south end of the sand dunes. This is kind of the start of the area. I think I'm gonna start from here and see how plausible it is to walk out on the dunes and then further up. The main visitor area is about a further kilometer up the road that way, where all the restaurants and the parking lots and all the tourists and everybody starts. But it looks like I can get down, start from this parking lot, and climb the first hill there and see what the dunes look like. Just walk the sand up. There's a little map just here in this parking lot. So we're down here on the south end. I'm going to wander across the dunes and try to get up this main little touristy area and see what trouble I can get into. Awesome. Time to get lost in some sand dunes. The area is not too big. I mean, you can cross it in an hour or two. Yeah, this is awesome out here. I can see the sea. So it's not that big of an area. Yeah, we'll just meander around and I can see where all the people are. I'll just try to end up over there somewhere. Some of these depressions are quite deep. And there's like, maybe that's like an emergency monitoring station or something over the top of the hill there. It probably has a camera on it so they can monitor if anybody looks like they're lost or dying out here. But the sand's moderately hard packed. And for walking on sand, it's actually not that hard. This low point area up ahead I'm heading towards is a little oasis. I saw some pictures. It looks like it fills up like a small pond at times. I can't tell if there's any water in there right now or not though. There's a little bit of flowing water here. I don't see where the source is, so it might be seeping out of the ground somewhere over there and then flowing down to the lowest point, collecting to a very small pond over that way. The voices kind of carry an echo around this area, and I can definitely hear some English being spoken. I guess it's time to head up and out. I see a couple of camels over here. It looks like a touristy thing where you just get your picture taken sitting on one. No camel rides. Makes a really cool contrast between the sandy desert and then the Japan Sea beyond. Well, these look like the two-humped camels from like the Mongolian steppe. One final look. I guess it's time to find some food. I think I should be able to find something here to eat. Well, there's a bit of people around, but it's actually less crowded than I think I was thinking. I can imagine this being definitely a tourist destination for around here. Well, I think we're all done here, ready to finish up the rest of the day. I think we got about 11 kilometers left until we get to our hotel destination. And that ramen I had was really good. It had a dash of pepper in it, and I don't think I've had ramen with pepper in it before, but it just added the right amount of something. It tasted so good. This is a lovely little coastal walk. You can get views of it every once in a while off the left. There's minimal traffic on the road, so everyone's hanging out down by the sand dunes. And it smells awesome out here. a mix of the pines and the flowers on some of these trees. Looks like we might be running out of sidewalk, but at least the road's not too busy. There is a little bit of a path here, it's just kind of overgrown. But we're coming into the small town of Iwado, which is probably no longer in existence and has been incorporated into the larger city of Tottori. But I'll be passing through this one and then through the hills. This is the town of Iwami, where my hotel for tonight is at. I'm going to stop into a little konbini first and get all my food supplies taken care of, and then we'll head up to our accommodations. Looks like we got a family mart to drop into. Just a quick in and out. Good to go. Next stop is our accommodations. I think it's actually a ryokan, which is like a traditional Japanese inn, just a little bit further up. Oh, this is the place, Kamaya Ryokan, just across the street here. Just gotta wait for the light to change. We're checked in. Alright, checked in and good to go. There was some funny, mild confusion as soon as I showed up. There was nobody around, so I kind of poked my head around here and there. And the owner is this cute old lady. She was out back, so she comes in, we kind of startle each other. And then I'm like, oh, hi, I'm checking in, I have a reservation. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, we're all full up. And I'm like, I had that like shock moment, like, uh-oh, I thought I had a reservation here. So I'm digging through my notes and trying to find stuff. And she's trying to tell me, you know, they're full up and I might have to find somewhere else. And then she was like, oh, wait a minute, you're talking about tonight? And I'm like, yes, tonight. And she's like, oh, wait, okay, hold on, let me double check the names. So anyway, we got it all situated. This place is awesome, very old school style traditional inn. And I'm all settled in. I got my room. I've got plenty of food. I'm just going to take a shower, eat, and go to bed early and take care of the usual. So I might just sign out in this clip. That is going to be it for tonight. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next one.